Hello, friends. Mary here. Boom was blooming. I just wanted to have a little conversation with you, let you know that I'm thinking about you, and I hope you're having a great day, whatever you're doing. I've been asked a question by some people. Mary, why did you create a YouTube channel at the age of 77? I had to think about that. Why did I? And then I thought, why not? What does age have to do with this? Why not? So that was my answer. Why not at age 77? I think sometimes we put limitations on ourselves and we allow other people in the world to put limitations on us. And so I think that holds us back from doing things, from the enjoyment of life, from learning new things. I think that can hold us back. And so when I was asked that question and I thought about it, the first thing I thought was, well, why not? Why not? I'm still alive. I'm still able to do it. And so I proceeded about 2 months ago and I set up this YouTube channel called Boom Was Blooming. Well, this channel has been a real blessing to me. Number one, I have found in producing these videos and coming into your homes, your living rooms, or wherever, that I enjoy this so much. This is a passion for me. It's a passion that I have discovered. Because you see, I've always been the kind of person who can talk to people, relate to people, love people, enjoy people. And to me, it's not about how you look, where you're from, what you eat, how you dress, how you think, and who you serve. Because we're all in this thing called life, all of us. And we have a common bond. We have a common bond so that we share things that you can talk about. Now, there are differences in us, but sometimes I think it's more similarities than differences in us. So, 2 months ago, I started this YouTube channel. And I just love it because I found another passion. It gives me something to get up in the morning for. It gives me something to look forward to. I've met virtual friends, accumulated virtual family, and I've learned a lot. Even at the age of 77, it is never too late. Never. I started taking piano about when I was 74. And I was the oldest person in her class. I had a wonderful instructor. I went to her, there was a studio. She didn't come to my home. So when I would go to the studio for my lessons, I would see all of these kids, more so some of them babies and teenagers. And so I began to become a little intimidated. I mean, like, can I learn this? Am I too old for this? Am I just wasting my time? Blowing through the wind. So I was in session one time and with my instructor, and my thoughts created words that I actually spoke. And so I said, am I too old to learn this? Am I just wasting my time? And she looked at me with a puzzled look and she said, no, Miss Mary, no. You're never too old to learn. And you're not too old to learn how to play the piano. And she said, let me share this story with you. There was a 92-year-old lady who auditioned for a part in a Broadway show. She probably didn't think she was going to get that, but she put forth the effort to audition. And guess what? She got it. She got the part in the Broadway show. And she took off from there. Just imagine, 92 years old. What courage, what effort that took for her to do that. So I thought about what my instructor said. I probably was the oldest one in her class, but I didn't want to look at it like that. I looked at it like, hey, I'm not going to place limitations on what I can and cannot do. I'm going to try. I'm going to go forward. This is something that I really want to do. So when I turned 74, I started piano lessons. Now, I'm not proficient by no means. And when my niece was in hospice, I used to go over to the hospice center. They had a community room, and I would go over there and play. I'd get up out the bed, get in the wheelchair, roll it to the community room, and they had an old piano in there. It was so out of tune. But it didn't matter because I was out of tune too. And there was this song I used to try to play for her. And the name of the song is, "What Can I Share With You to Show My Love Is True?" What can I share with you to show my love is true? That's a beautiful song, and I tried to play it. Now, I wasn't that good, but she went, "Oh, Auntie, that's so good, that's so good." She was so encouraging. She was so encouraging. And she has since passed. And I have worked on that particular song, "What Can I Share With You to Show My Love Is True?" that I can play it. I can really play it. And one day I'm going to share that with you. Now, since I've been on this YouTube channel for 2 months, I haven't had a chance to get on that piano. So I don't know what I'm going to do on that piano, because I was thinking the other day, I'm like, I got to get back to my practice. You know, I have arthritis in this hand, and I have problems with it getting stiff, and I have a ball that I exercise with. But I'm going to get on that piano, and this hand is going to do what I tell it to do. It's going to follow orders just like this one, and it's going to do what I tell it to do. Because I have a passion for the piano, playing the piano. I love music, period. I always have. I love all kinds of music. Now, I'm not really into hip-hop and all of that, but I don't talk against it. So I love music. And you know, friends, I want to really play that piano, because I don't know if I said it earlier in this video, but I bought that piano for my mom in 1980. My mom used to play by ear, and she used to play it. When she turned 75 in 1985, she passed away. And so the piano came back to me. And it's been sitting in my dining room all of those years until I decided I'm going to play this piano. So like I said, I took lessons at 74. My instructor was very encouraging, and she was an excellent and is an excellent teacher. And I learned a lot. I learned the keys on the piano. I learned the basics is what I learned. I learned the basics. And so piano is one of my passions. I'm into adult coloring books. I love to color because I can color the world just like I like it. I can make it any color I want. So, and now I'm into YouTube channel. I've created my own Boomers Blooming channel. A couple of years ago, I got into gardening, growing vegetables and cucumbers and tomatoes. So when I was young, I married and had children. I didn't have time for this. I was running and gunning, and I had a job, a 40-hour-a-week job, and my husband had a business, and I was between the business and my job and raising my kids and being a wife. That was a lot. I don't regret it. I look back on it as fun memories. And sometimes I look back on it as, how did I do all of these things? I guess I had more energy back then because I was younger. But this YouTube channel that I've created, I love it. And it has become a passion. I didn't know that until I started. But it became so easy, and I was able to talk to you guys. And like I say, it doesn't matter if we're sitting in the same room or not. We can still relate. I like to come into your space, your home, your den, or your patio, or even in the nursing homes for people who watch my video. And just say hello, I love you, and let's just have a chat. And because I'm the type of person who really enjoy people, I enjoy talking to people. It's hard for me to meet a stranger because it's something we can always talk about. And so having that type of personality has helped me on this YouTube channel. Now, I will say this. I think if you're more of a private person and you don't want to share, you may have somewhat of a problem, because you're going to have to share something about yourself, which I don't mind. But you know, people are different. People think different, they move different, and they act different. So they're different. But I don't mind coming into your homes, talking to you like an old friend, and you all commenting in the comments like my old friend. You know, it's a two-way street. I've learned from you all, and hopefully you've learned from me. The information I brought you, the conversation I brought you, the time I've sat with you, I hope you've learned, because like I said, I have certainly learned from you all. You know, it's all good, friends. Don't ever let anybody tell you that you're outdated, that you don't have anything else to offer, because that's not true. As long as we are alive, we have something to offer. And because you only go this way once, because we're not going to double around and go this way again. We all know that. And because you're seniors and you've lived quite a while, you have a lot of stories to tell. You have a lot of wisdom. You have a lot of advice. You have a lot of information. You have that because you've lived so long. And in living so long, you accumulate that, you know. I think that makes us even richer. Richer in conversation, richer in trying to relate to people. I think that enriches us as we are seniors. So, I started this YouTube channel because I wanted to reach out. I wanted to encourage people. I wanted to share part of my life with people. And I wanted to make friends and family outside of my circle, you know. And because I have time. I have time now to think, to plan, to reflect, and to work on my goals and the things that I want to do. And to enjoy my passions, coloring book, piano, gardening, and now YouTube channel. So some people might say, oh, you just need to go sit down over there in that rocking chair. You know what I say to that? I have a rocking chair, but I don't have time to sit in it. I do not have time to rock. I just don't. I don't have time to rock. I have, let me put it like this. I have so much that I enjoy in life. So many new things I want to experience. So many things I want to do. And I'm not going to let age, nor self-doubt, nor limitations hold me back. Now, I realize some of us have financial challenges. We have physical challenges. You know, all of that. I understand that. I'm a senior. I have some physical challenges too. But here's the thing. It doesn't have to be big. Your passion doesn't have to be big. It can start out small. Just something that you enjoy. Something that enriches your life, extends your joy, and bring you happiness. You know, some people crochet. Some people do what you call that. I could never get into crocheting. My mom used to try to teach me how to crochet back when I was young. And I just didn't have the patience for it. There's quilting. Some people love to quilt. There's, it's just so many. There's golfing. There's bowling, there's pickleball, there's silver sneakers. There are just so many things out there that we can partake in or enjoy in life. You know, life is beautiful, and it's what you make it. And so I just wanted to share with you all how much this YouTube channel of mine, since I created it, has increased my quality of life, how it has brought joy to my life, how it has brought expectation in my life, and how I feel, no, I know that this is a passion of mine. Because passions come with not a lot of effort. Oh, you may have hiccups along the way, but you enjoy it. It's something you want to do, and it increases your life, and it brings you joy and happiness. That's what this YouTube channel does for me. That's why I say it's one of my passions, because it really is. And then the cherry on top of the cake is getting to know you all. Getting to come into your homes and talk with you, and you all commenting and telling me things you'd like for me to talk about. So when people say, what made you get a YouTube channel at 77? I said, why not at 77? Why not? You know, I'm not going to let age hold me back as long as I'm able to do these things. And so I just wanted to share that with you because, like I said, this has given me something that I hadn't expected when I started. And I didn't expect to realize that this was something that I was going to thoroughly enjoy, that it was a passion. It was, you know, I guess it was down in there and I just didn't know it. I think sometimes we discover through life, we may not necessarily know what some of our passions are, but I think in life, if you live long enough, you start discovering what some of your passions are. Because I used to say this to people, I don't know what my passions are. And when I was younger, sometimes I didn't know what my goals were. But I've had time to sit down and reflect on that now, and I pretty much know. And what I pretty much know is I love my YouTube channel, Boomers Blooming. And I love my virtual family, and I love my virtual friends. And I look forward to it every day. And that it has enriched my life. You know, it really has. And so I just wanted to share that with you all. Let you know how much I appreciate you guys. You know, I think people, Charlie, my little dog, when we get up in the morning, we have a routine in my house. I'll get up, I'll let him out in the backyard. He'll be out there for about an hour. And then I'll let him back in, and he'll come in and drink water or eat food. And then he goes to the front door, and he sits there like, it's time to let me out on the front now. And if I hesitate, it's like, you trying to break my routine. Let me out on the front. I've got to go sit up under the swing, because that's his favorite place, sitting up under the swing. You know, I kind of think people are like that. At least I know I am. I get up in the morning, I got a routine that I usually don't break. And I think that routine brings me comfort and a feeling of control in my life. And so just like Charlie has his routine, I have my routine, and it's comforting. So I try not to get off his routine, because if I do, he will let me know. You know, friends. So I just want to encourage somebody today not to give up. You're still here. Whatever you like to do, whatever your passions are, don't consider them small, because they're your passions. And you never know what they can turn into. You never know what joy they may bring. You never know how they may enrich your life. If you're able to do it and you want to do it, go for it. Go for it. Because I let intimidation and fear of not being able to learn and not being able to, learn how to operate the camera and the tripod and how to download videos and if I had let, well, what are they going to think of me? Are they going to like me? Are they going to talk about me? Is it boring? Am I bringing enough content that I'm going to get viewers? If I had let that resonate up here and live up there, I never would have started this channel. And so I think my YouTube channel has blessed some people. At least I hope so. I hope my YouTube channel has helped some people. At least I hope so. But this is what I know about myself. You guys have helped me. Because I have a virtual friendship. I have a virtual familyship, if that's the right word, with you guys. And I care about you. I love you. I try to share content with you that I feel may help you. And the content is not for everybody because, people are different, okay? So it's not for everybody. But for those that enjoy it, for those that, maybe find out some information that can help you in your life, that's good. If I can just touch one person and one person say, you know what? I'm not done. There's plenty of me to go. Then I have done my job. I have. Because there have been times in my life that I felt I was done. And there was nothing to go on for. But I know better now. I know better. I had encouragement. I had encouragement to push me forward. And I know better. And I know I am not done. And neither are you. So if you're following me, you may have passions, goals, and things they haven't really surfaced that you can really say, this is my passion, this is my goal. But you know what? I believe it's there. I believe it's always been there. Sometimes it takes life changes to bring it up. Life changes, Like I say, when I was married, raising kids, working a job, helping my husband in his business, I didn't have time to really listen to what was going on in marriage because I was so busy giving to somebody else. And I don't regret that. I don't regret that at all. No. But now I have time. I'm retired. I know some of you all are probably not retired. But I'm retired and I'm at home now. Just me and my little dog, Charlie. And I got time to sit and reflect, think about what does Mary want, or what does Mary want to pass on. And also know that the longer you live, the more stories you have to share, okay? You guys have a lot of stories to share that can increase the life of others. And if you'd like to share them, don't be afraid. Don't be held hostage by the what ifs or I can't. I was looking at this YouTube station and they were talking about the market on YouTube for older people. People like myself and probably people like some of you all. How there was a great market for this because older people are looking at these videos and they're looking for them too. And content creators like me. Just think I'm a content creator. Content creators are coming aboard. Excuse me, they're coming aboard older and older. Seniors are becoming content creators. Older people are becoming content creators on YouTube and they're becoming very successful. And the reason I think that is so is because they've lived so long and they have so many stories to tell, so much advice to give, so much to say, hey, this happened to me, or this is how I handle it, or hey, be encouraged. You know what I'm saying, friends? So the guy was saying that there's a market for creators in this age group, and there's a market for viewers, people who view our content. because they're older. A lot of them are retired. Some of them are at home, and some are still working. But I think what's happening too with older people is that they're becoming more educated as far as how to download the YouTube app or put in the YouTube in the search engine and go in there. They're becoming more confident about it not being a scam, fraud, somebody trying to do harm to them. Because I can understand how that could be a concern. They're becoming more confident in pulling up YouTube, searching YouTube, and more confident in how to navigate YouTube for what they're looking for. You know, YouTube has all kinds of stuff on there. If you're putting together some kind of gadget and you don't know how to put it together, you can just Google it and the video will come right up. It'll come right up and show you. I've used that several times. I may have gotten something to work on in my yard or some kind of gadget, and I'll sit there and read those instructions over and over and over again, and I still can't get it. So then I'll Google it on YouTube, how to put this together, and I'll name the item. There it is right there. So I can actually sit visually and do it step by step rather than trying to read that piece of paper. Sometimes it's hard for me to do. But I can visually see how to put that gadget together. So it amazes me that YouTube goes all over the world. It amazes me, this modern technology. I used to be just like everybody else, a little afraid of it. But you know, I'm not afraid of it anymore. I'm safe with it. I try to be as safe as I can, keep myself safe. But because I have gone through educating myself about it, and because I've had help from my niece being educated on a lot of stuff, I feel more confident in it. And so there's not that fear that I would just say some of my friends have. I try to encourage them. And I tell them that this is a joke. I tell my friends, I said, if you don't get on board with modern technology, I give it 5 years, you're not going to be able to turn your light bulb on. You're going to be calling me to come over there and turn your light bulb on. You know what I'm saying? And I know fear could be natural for older people. Don't get me wrong. Young people jump right into it. But we're more reluctant for change, new things, new opportunities, and learning things. And there's nothing wrong with that, but don't let that hold you hostage from the good things in life, from the things you may learn that is your passion that you really enjoy. Like me. I really enjoy this station. I look forward to it every morning. I look forward to sitting here talking to you all. I want y'all to know how much I really enjoy this. I was telling my niece, I said, I really enjoy this. This is wonderful. She just laughs. She's a little bit younger than I am. You know, she's in her 60s. And like I say, I'm 77. So when people ask me, Mary, why did you start a YouTube channel at the age of 77? I say, why not? It's opened up so many doors for me. It's been a blessing to me. I met friends and family people I consider family. It gives me something to do. But it's like I said, it's just one of my passions. I have adult coloring book. I have YouTube channel. I've got gardening. And I have piano. And then I have a little fur baby, Charlie, my little dog. So I have a full life. I have children and grandchildren. I have a full life. But even in having a full life, sometimes there's something that's missing. Something you may want to add to it. Something that may enhance your life even more. Bring more joy, more happiness. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. So this video might not be for everybody. But for those that it is for, and those that you get something out of it, give me a like. And if you want to follow me on this journey, if you want to be with me on this journey, if you want to learn more about me, on this journey, if you want to hear me play, what can I share with you to show my love is true? What can I share with you to show my love is true? I'm going to practice that. I haven't been on that piano, like I said, in 2 months. I'm going to practice that song, and I'm going to share it with you. Now, it won't be in Carnegie Hall, and I won't be on the stage, but I'll do my very best to let you all know what can I share with you to show my love is true. It's a beautiful song. Like I say, my niece, she passed a few years back, and I struggled on that old piano in that nursing home. And man, she thought it was the best thing since apple pie, vanilla ice cream. And so did some of the other people who were in the community room. They made me feel so good. They encouraged me to go forward and to keep moving forward. And even though she's been gone now a few years, I'm still going to move forward because I hear her, I see her. There's a snapshot in my mind of her saying, "Auntie, good job, good job." So I'm going to let you guys go for now. And I know sometimes I say that and then I go on to something else, rambling on something. I don't mean these videos to be so long, but I just love talking to you guys so much. I can barely cut it off. It's all good. And if I've encouraged someone with this video, good job, good job, good job. You all have a nice evening, nice day, nice morning. Wherever you are, I realize these videos are not in real time all the time. So, hey, it's all right. It's all right. And I'm going to say goodbye. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Like I say, stay safe. Enjoy. And until I post another video, because I have a lot of ideas of videos I want to post, piano being one of them. But until I post another video, until I come into your home, your nursing home, your job, wherever you are, I love you guys. You all have created a space in my life. You all have helped to fill a void. How can I put that? You have. YouTube, because of my personality and the type of person that I am, has helped to fill a void in my life. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful. Even with all these other passions, YouTube has helped to fill that empty space. Good job, good job, good job, y'all. Good job. So I love you guys. Be safe out there, like I said. And I'll talk to you through my next video. Now, I'm going to see if I can turn this off. I think there's something wrong with this clicker. You see that? It won't turn off. Come on there, turn off. Come on. I guess I'm going to have to get up and turn